Hey guys, this is Max from Maximum Survivors. Today we're going to be cutting this tongue off about 5 foot. Uh, I'm actually using a old boat trailer, turning it into a little welding trailer to pull my welder around in the yard for right now. I did have this on a service truck at one time. It was an old model service truck. I took it out of action. It just too big a motor, cost too much gas, and it just wasn't feasible to run up and down the road no more. It was just too old. Having a Lincoln welder or any type of gasoline, diesel, fuel type welder is always good to have, because they also, not only being a welder where you can make things and build things in a worst case scenario or a shit hit the fan type situation. You know, a welder's good to, if you need to put metal up on the side of a truck or something to keep from bullets hitting it, or just anything in general. Building trailers, prepping, building things to prep with. Now, a welder is a real good thing to have in that situation or any situation. But also, it's a standby or stand-in for a generator. Most of your diesel gasoline welders has an outlet. Your newer model has your 110, and some of them has 220 outlets where you can plug up power tools, lights, and so forth. And having 220 plug in, some of them actually has been able to tie in there to that breaker box to their home and able to give their power some source of power. So that's another good reason to have a welder generator type thing. I'm gonna cut this tongue off here about 5 foot, and I done got it marked. We'll kind of zoom in here a little bit to show you what I'm doing. All I'm doing is squaring it off with a square, and just kind of give me a straight edge to go by. And then I would take my side grinder and I would cut along these edges. One good thing to remember, guys, when you're out here in an area of welding where the grass is about dead, always remember to have a fire extinguisher. Is always good to have. So I'm gonna set this fire extinguisher over here so I can get to it if possible. So in the need if I catch something on fire. So I got my safety glasses on and I got my side grinder, and I'm gonna cut this tongue off right here, and I'm gonna start here on my edges. Okay guys, that's a done deal. What I'm using is a 2-inch hitch, and most people bolt these in, but I like welding them. Good buddy of mine, he says if you can't weld it, ain't used to have it. I believe in the same thing, a good weld job, a hole. So I'm going to change the blades on my side grinder and get back with y'all guys in just a minute, because I'm going to clean these edges up so I can get a good weld. And what we're going to be using, guys, is 6011 welding rods. Does real good on this black iron. It's actually used for galvanized welding. It's got like 1/8 inch thick. Like I said, we're gonna be welding a 2-inch tongue on it. Like I said, you could boat it, but I like welding it. Got the welder right here, so it won't be too hard to do. I'm gonna switch back over and my blade and all, and then I'll get right back to you. All right, guys, we're back. I got my grinding rock on here, and what I'm gonna do is just grind this little edge right here, clean the rust off of it, and then we go to in the welding part of it. Set that out the way. Put my glasses out the way. I'll get a tongue right here. Get it placed on there just right. I'll be right back with you guys. I'm gonna crank this old welder up and get started. Alright guys, I got that there welded on there, and even though you've seen a good little fire down here, could have used the fire extinguisher. One thing you got to remember about a fire extinguisher, once you pull your plug on it or your piece on it to spray your fire out, you'll have to either get it recharged or buy a new one. It's just a little bit of dead grass there, so I just kicked it out with my feet. This welder here, I know you've heard it kind of sound like it was going to choke down, but actually this welder hasn't been run all year, all winter, which we only in December. It probably gets cranked and run probably 3-4 times a year, not unless I have a pretty good job to do. Probably need to run it a lot more and make sure it runs proper all the time, but it does the job. As it warms up, it gets better. Uh, like I said, guys, this has been Max from Maximum Survivors. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like us. If you got any comments, please leave comments. Always remember to be careful, and God bless America.